And then there's something else that often shows up, that quiet pull to reach for more food, more input, more reassurance. And you don't even know why. Just a quiet feeling of not enough underneath. If you notice that, often just acknowledging it without acting on it creates a little space. And in that space, again, it can begin to ease just as it arose. That same feeling can show up in other areas of life too. For example, when we create or share something, it's easy to take inspiration without fully acknowledging where it came from. Not necessarily out of intention, but because there is a pressure to keep up. Coming back to what is truly yours, coming back to what is truly ours, and respecting what belongs to someone else is part of this practice too. And then there is my favorite, a quiet thread that runs through all of this, a sense of enough. Moments when nothing has changed on the outside, but there is a small shift on the inside, a pause, a recognition that for now, this is okay. That things don't need to be different in this exact moment. This is where the mind settles. And when we can return to it again and again, this is contentment, santosha. And alongside of all of this, there's another layer, an overarching layer, so to speak. There are things we can influence and things we can't. And when everything sits on our shoulders, it can feel heavy very quickly, especially when we are already feeling under pressure. Ishvara Pranidhana points to something very simple, that not everything has to be managed alone, that there are larger forces at play, however you want to understand that, and that sometimes there is value in trusting that things can unfold without constant effort. For me, the yama and niyama are not rigid rules. They are part of a wider system designed to help the mind remain steady. We can't remove life's challenges, but we can soften the patterns that make them harder. And often this doesn't begin with a philosophy. It begins with something much simpler. How your day is structured, how supported your body feels, and whether there's enough rhythm for the mind to rest in. From here, many of these things begin to fall into place almost naturally. So maybe today just notice one moment, one small pattern, and see what happens if you pause there. Even for a breath.